Hi everyone, it's Tom Mackie here again. This week I'm going to be talking to you about an image that I created in the Canadian Rockies. Now everybody goes to the Rockies in the summertime usually. Very few people go in the wintertime. So I found out, I've been going there for the last, I want to say 5-6 years. And I find that it's great because there's hardly anybody there. Maybe skiers, the odd photographer, but you know, as far as photographing stunning landscapes, it's endless. So I want to talk to you about the techniques behind this, which is a little bit unusual. I'm using a Reverse ND Grad. So some of you may not have heard about a Reverse Grad before, so let me explain. It's not a matter of taking an ND Grad like this and reversing it like this. There is actually an ND Reverse Grad like this. So the difference, as you can see, I'll hold these up. You've got this dark, smooth edge here, transitioning up to dark. This one, it's dark in the center and transitions up to light. So when would you use this? On images like this, where you have, generally, sunrises and sunsets, your brightest area in the sky is right at the horizon. So you want to control that light by having the darkest area of your grad right on that light spot. So it's controlling that tone of the scene. And then, so why would you use this as opposed to a normal grad? Okay, had I used this, this would darken the sky up here, and I didn't really want to create a dark top to this. I wanted a nice even tone to the reflection and the brilliant sunset or sunrise sky. So with the Reverse Grad, because it actually goes out to a lighter tone here, it keeps that tone at the top of the sky normal rather than darkening that down. So having been to the Rockies many times, I knew of this location. So I took my group down there in the afternoon, just first to recce the location to see how much of the river was frozen, what sort of shapes we had to deal with. And I think with this image, it's all about the shapes, the graphic shapes. So you've got this beautiful curve, using this as a foreground element to lead your eye in. And then the perfect reflection. Now you can see I've put the horizon smack in the middle. Now this is a rule in landscape photography that you should never do. Well, if you know the rules, you can break them with a good intention though. Now on this, you've got to have something interesting in the foreground and the sky, which I do here with the reflection. So you can break that rule of putting the horizon smack in the middle of the frame. Now the exposure-wise, now, like I said, I'm using this grad. This grad is coming down, right down into the tree line here. So I want to control this exposure in this area. And so I'm exposing for this area in here, and then using the grad over this. And it's just beautifully controlling the exposure range on this image. So images like this don't happen by chance. We don't just ruck up and have this beautiful sunrise and everything works well. So what we did earlier in that day, we went down, checked out the situation, thought, right, some great compositions here. We actually knew where we were going to shoot for the morning. So the next morning we arrived, about an hour before sunrise, had torches, walked into the location and set up in our areas that we wanted to shoot and just waited. And there were a few other photographers down there and we were chatting along with them, and it was funny, as soon as the clouds just started picking up that color, everybody went quiet and everybody went to work. And all you could hear were these click of the shutters going off. So when the morning was over, everybody looked at each other, just big smiles on their faces. We all knew we captured something really special. So if you'd like to visit the Rockies and get images like this, I'm heading back out there in January 2019. Now all the information is on the website under the workshop section, and our places are limited. And we have a few places left. I take only 5. This is one of my exclusive workshops every year. So if you're not able to come out with me to the Rockies, fear not, there'll be loads more videos on the way. So if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the like button now, and you'll get those alerts when we bring the new videos out. So as always, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon.